In a quiet little town, there lived a boy named Arav. He was intelligent, cheerful, and full of dreams. But he had one habit that slowly became his biggest problem. Whenever someone asked him to do something, he would smile casually and say, "I'll do it later." If his mother asked, "Arav, finish your homework," he would reply confidently, "Yes, mom, later." If his teacher said, "Prepare for tomorrow's test," he would whisper to himself, "There's still time." And so, later became his favorite word. His room was often messy, his books lay scattered, his school bag rested in one corner, half open. And on the wall, above his study table, hung an old round clock that ticked steadily, tick-tock, tick-tock. The clock watched silently as Arav wasted minutes, then hours, then entire evenings. One day, Arav had an important test the next morning. Instead of studying, he lay on his bed watching cartoons and laughing loudly. The clock ticked louder in the quiet room, tick-tock, tick-tock. Night fell. The moonlight entered through the window. Arav finally slept without opening his books. And then something unusual happened. At midnight, the clock began to glow softly. Its hands shimmered with a strange golden light. Suddenly, a gentle voice filled the room. "Arav?" Arav turned in his sleep. Again the voice whispered, "Arav!" He suddenly sat up, his heart pounding. "Who's there?" he asked nervously. "I'm right in front of you," the voice replied calmly. Arav looked around. His eyes stopped at the glowing clock. "You," he whispered. "Clocks don't talk." The clock gave a soft chuckle and said, "Not to everyone, only to those who waste me." Arav frowned. "Waste you? I didn't waste anything." The clock's voice became firm yet kind. "You wasted today and yesterday and many opportunities before that." Before Arav could respond, the room began to fade. The walls disappeared. The floor dissolved into mist. Suddenly, he saw himself sitting in a classroom. The teacher announced, "Time's up! Submit your papers." Future Arav looked worried. His test paper was half empty. His mother appeared next, holding the report card. She looked disappointed. "Arav," she said sadly, "you could have done better." Arav turned to the clock, frightened. "Is this my future?" The clock replied softly, "This is one possibility." The scene changed again. Now Arav saw another version of himself. This Arav was sitting at his desk early in the evening. He was studying carefully. Later, he was playing outside happily after finishing his homework. In class, he raised his hand confidently. The teacher smiled and said, "Excellent work, Arav." His mother hugged him proudly. Arav's eyes filled with hope. "This future looks better," the clock responded gently. "Both futures belong to you. The only difference is how you use me." Arav lowered his head. "I didn't realize time was so important," he admitted quietly. The clock ticked slowly and said, "I never stop, I never wait, but I give everyone the same 24 hours. Respect me and I will help you succeed." The glowing light slowly faded. The magical scenes disappeared. Suddenly, Arav woke up. Morning sunlight filled his room. The clock looked normal again. Tick-tock, tick-tock. For a moment, Arav wondered if it had all been a dream. But something inside him had changed. He looked at his books and instead of saying later, he opened them immediately. That evening, when his mother called, "Arav, Homework finished? He smiled and replied, Yes, Mom, I just completed it. Days passed. He began waking up on time. He made a small timetable. He cleaned his room regularly. He studied first and played later. Slowly, confidence replaced stress. One night, as he prepared his school bag neatly, he looked up at the clock and whispered, Thank you. The clock ticked softly, almost proudly. And if someone listened very carefully, they might have heard it whisper, Use me wisely. The clock said, Time is silent, but it speaks through our results. It never shouts, it never complains, it simply moves forward, and those who respect it move forward with it.